And 12,000 migrant encounters happened at our southern border on Tuesday. That is the highest number in history for a single day. But here's what the president had to say about it.
Extreme Republicans are playing chicken with our national security, holding Ukraine's funding hostage to their extreme partisan border policies. I made it clear that we need Congress to make changes to fix what is a broken immigration system, because we all know it's broken. And I'm willing to do significantly more.
Arizona Congressman Andy Biggs joins us now. Congressman, good morning to you. Just to put that number into context, 12,000 migrant encounters in a single day. Take a listen to something former DHS Secretary Jay Johnson said in 2019. Listen to this.
I know that 1,000 overwhelms the system. I cannot begin to imagine what 4,000 a day looks like. So we are truly in a crisis.
And now we are at 3 times what Jay Johnson said he couldn't even imagine would be like. We're at 12,000 instead of 4,000. The president yesterday blamed Republicans. What's your response to that?
Well, it's not the Republicans that have opened the border. And we can now see what 12,000 or 10,000 a day looks like, because that's the average, is over 10,000 a day right now. And so when you start looking at how this is unfolding, look, there was not, in that group of 1,000 in Lukeville, Arizona, 2 days ago, there was not a single female, there was not a single child. Every one of that 1,000+ persons was 18 to 35-year-old men. We call that military age. They have made this country very dangerous. And we don't know what we don't know, because we know that there was probably another 5,000 people who came in that got away, that didn't turn themselves in.
Drilling down on that, each day that the Biden administration allows new records to be broken at our southern and northern border, can't forget about the northern border, how much does the threat of a terror attack on the homeland increase, Congressman?
It increases almost exponentially. In the briefings that I've had recently, they've acknowledged that Venezuela, for instance, has ties with Hezbollah and Hamas. And we have people coming up from Venezuela daily that are actually submitting themselves. But we don't know how many people are getting away every day. We do know that in the Biden administration, there's over 2 million unknowns that have come into the country. That means we don't know their country of origin. We don't know where they're going into this country, and we don't know what their intentions are in this country. But you can be assured, since they're coming through dressed in camo and wearing carpet shoes and have backpacks, they're either bringing drugs, they're with the cartels, and some of them are actually probably related to terrorist activity. You're hoping to create a terrorist event in this country.
So scary. And Congressman, one of the big news items yesterday was that the Senate shot down the Ukraine-Israel funding package over the fact that it didn't have border security in it. That's something that Democrats aren't going to go for. So what do you think is going to happen there?
Well, I think that they need to break it up into separate bills. We've already funded out of the House Israel, but beyond that, there needs to be measurable metrics on reduction of the influx, this invasion that's happening. You have to bring that under control before you start giving it out to other nations like Ukraine. We just don't have the money. We're borrowing all the money they want to give to Ukraine, but we've made our country more dangerous under this administration. And it's time we take care of our country and our southern border first.
Meantime, President Biden dismissing questions about his family business dealings. Take a listen.
Can you explain to Americans amid this impeachment inquiry why you interacted with so many of your son and brother's foreign business associates?
I'm not going to comment on that. I did not, and it's just a bunch of lies.
You didn't interact with many of their business associates?
I did not. There's lies.
20 seconds left to you, Congressman. People often have outbursts like that when they are caught in a lie. Isn't that right?
That's exactly right. Look, we have testimony, sworn testimony of more than 20 contacts that he had with Hunter Biden's business clients, and there was always money transferred into the Biden family operations after those contacts by Joe Biden. So I'm not sure who's lying. Well, actually, I am sure who's lying. It isn't the people who swore under oath, right?
Yeah, right. Meantime, Abby Lowell, Hunter's attorney, apparently thinks a subpoena is a wish list to Santa and not a legally enforceable document. He's trying to get this thing
public.
Not going to happen.